What kind of music do we want?
Surprise us. Beyonce.
I'm surprising it. What's your name and who you playing?
My name is Hassan Govia and I am playing Devin.
My name is Natali Servat and I'm playing the character of Dahlia.
My name's Cristal and I'm playing the part of Giselle.
My name is Freddy and I'm playing Giles.
My name is Juliet Okotie and I'm playing Joslyn.
My name is Jonathan and I'm playing Courtney.
So Devin is a young entrepreneur. Well, I wouldn't say he's an entrepreneur. He's an entertainment blogger who is rising in the ranks of entertainment blogging, shall we say. And the premise of the play is that he's moved into his new apartment and he's hosting for his 4 best friends. He's very driven, he's ambitious, he wants to do well and goes about living the life he wants to live. He doesn't feel constrained by feeling as though he's got to work a certain type of job or live up to any sort of, he makes his own standards, but within that he still is trying to rise in the ranks. So there's the idea of him being a Boujie character is that he definitely likes the finer things in life, but he's got his own way of going about doing it.
What I like about Dahlia is that she's quite a proud person. She has quite high morals. She finds herself in a very tricky situation with Devin, where they are involved romantically, and the play sort of explores their relationship to one another and how they view their relationship. Throughout the play you sort of see how their relationship works and their different approaches to one another.
Well, as an actress, she's a bit of a challenge for me, a bit outside what I would conventionally do. By the way, am I looking to the camera or am I looking to you guys?
You can look whatever you want, yeah.
Stop! She is feisty, she knows what she wants and she goes and gets it. She's headstrong, kind of rude, but she gets away with it.
Why is that?
Because I think she has her own charm. She has her own charm, and usually for our generation there's a lot of bravado of who you should be, and I feel like she amalgamates both our culture now, like our pop culture and all that sort of stuff, but into her personality and just makes it her own, and she does have more levels than meets the eye.
My character Giles is the neighbour of Devin. What I like about him really is that he's got balls. I don't know if it's balls or if it's just that he's just incredibly honest. So I think it's kind of, there are 2 lines where he's either so clueless that he doesn't realise what he's saying, that there's that kind of, but there's that honesty there which I like. And I like that about him. It's seriously funny. I was reading it, and I was reading it in quite public places, and it's one of the few times that I've just started laughing out loud. You know, some of the absurd things that happen. But just talking about shit that he's heard and things that he's seen on TV. Yeah, I don't think he's out there to hurt anyone. I don't think.
Joslyn is Devin's best friend. She's grown up with him and could relate to her in terms of working hard to get to where she's at, and I like how secure she is in herself. She's very set in life. She's done well for herself. Like she's confident, she's bubbly, she's jovial, but she's also got a good head on her shoulders.
He's a man with ambition. He wants to get far in his career. He's in finance. an investment banker, but he wants to.
Without giving away any spoilers.
Oh yeah. He basically wants to progress in his industry. I like how he's very driven, he's very focused, and he just really wants to get far in his industry, really. He doesn't want to let people stop him getting where he's going, really. And if he can't get there that way, he'll try a different way.
What I love about the play is that it's quite representative of our age group. No, scratch that.
Okay. You're acting in this play.
I am.
You're starring in this play.
I am.
And you've what else have you done in this play?
I wrote the thing.
So where did the inspiration come from?
Yeah, well, I mean, there are so many reasons, but I think that
That's a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Alert. Spoiler alert, guys. Let me.
really strong themes that Hassan's put into it. You know, there are strong themes of loyalty, of family, friendship, you know, lots about relationships.
People were not very often represented in theatre, I think.
Stereotypes, race. He's kind of got a whole kind of melting pot of a lot of different things coming all together.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it should be put on for that very reason. I think it fills a gap. And there's so much talk about diversity. It's something that I'm very passionate about. Theatrically, we don't see plays like this or stories like this, narratives really where it's driven by a majority cast of colour or people of ethnic minority, where the central theme isn't to do with race. And that's what inspired me to actually not only write it, but give the characters in the play who have voices, give them those voices, because I know so many people who can fill those voices, and actually it's nice to just have us driving the story rather than be side characters and things like that.
That sounds really patronising, but he put it, you know, he just managed to form it really well without kind of having to push one thing too much.
It's quite a nice thing to see Hassan write a character that's very real.
And also as well, I personally haven't seen many plays that have so much diverse culture in one play that isn't just a stereotype. Like every character has depth, and that's nice to see.
It's very relatable. If you're mid to late 20s, it's relatable. It's about friendships, it's about career, it's about finding yourself and achieving, which is amazing.
It should be put on because it touches on the struggles between having friends and striving for money.
We've got such a consumerist world that we live in, and that it's basically make money or you are nothing really.
A lot of people know that you have to sacrifice a few things when you're trying to get where you want to go. And people see you as shallow if you just chase money. I've said money quite a lot, but some people do want money and they have to sacrifice friends.
I think that contrasts quite well with our society that we live in, and what fame can bring, what money can bring if you're going to stay true to yourself, whether you're going to get sucked in with this consumerist ideology.
And it's funny as well, you know, I really like that. And in theatre at the moment, there's not enough of funny at the moment, not really. And it's just nice to read something where you just genuinely are laughing straight off the page. So yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Come and see the play.
Come and watch it. The Courtyard Theatre, 10th of June on the Saturday.
Oh, come to the show. Come to the show.
So underselling it.
Come see the show, it's going to be amazing.
Come see the show!